Hey, welcome everybody. It's Mr. Reality joined by psychic medium Liz Cross. And Liz, I thought we could bring in the energy of notorious gunslinging outlaw Jesse James.
He's here with his guns.
Jesse, how you doing?
He is so glad to be here. His gun is smoking, by the way. Does that mean he just shot it?
Did he just shoot it? Is he killed somebody already? He's not going to shoot us, right?
No, no, he likes us. I'm like, did you just shoot somebody? He's like, my gun is always smoking.
So, in the afterlife that you're in now, how many times have you incarnated since being assassinated in 1882?
4 times.
How many?
4.
And are those lives to pay recompense for the number of murders that you committed as Jesse James?
No, he came back and he killed again.
What part of your life mission are you fulfilling when you come back and just kill more people?
He's always in a fight with these same people, and like he gets killed. He doesn't have very long lifetimes. Okay, certainly with the 4 times he came back, they were very short. um they kill him, he kills them, sometimes they kill each other. Sorry, what was the question?
What's the journey of his soul if he keeps coming back killing the same people? They kill him. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's evolving to us.
Is your soul evolving? No, it's stuck. You're right. And so what, you're just trapped in this karmic cycle of death? Exactly.
Where did that start?
That started, he's showing me this is like started back in almost like primitive early man times, where men would just kill each other all the time. They were protecting their tribe, their women, their children, and other men would try to kill them because they wanted their existence, only their children, only their women to survive. So this was like early man hand-to-hand combat. This has been going on for a long time.
So, like, walk us through the death of Jesse James and that day leading up to being shot. Did you have an inkling that it was your last day? You were in with a bad gang and they were bad desperados.
Did you have an inkling that that was your? No, no, he thought he'd live forever. He thought he was invincible as Jesse James.
He had a very colorful life. Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know, you can watch some videos on Jesse James. But why did you leave letters behind after your robberies? What was your motivation there?
It was more like a, what I don't know. It's kind of, the thumb thing on the chin. I never understood the thumb on the chin. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the,
The
uh,
thinker?
no, kind of like the expression of like, huh, that's what you get, or screw you, or whatever. He just did that. It was like a screw you. It was like, ha, gotcha, screw you. You can't catch me.
What did he do with the money that he stole? Did he give it to poor people? Did he just keep it? Did he hoard it? Did he buy a lot of crap?
Ooh, what did you do with the money that you saw? He buried it.
Are there
And
any
some of
Jesse
it's
James
still
treasures
there.
out
Oh
there?
my God. Some of it's still buried there.
All right, he can
Untouched.
tell us afterwards where that is. And for those of you that are looking around the Missouri area, um, yes, we'll get to that at the end. What kind of hobbies did you have growing up?
Guns were his hobbies. Now, growing up, he had a very abusive male around him who would slap him around, beat him up, trying to toughen him up. I feel like he comes from a long line of outlaws.
Well, his father died early, and his grandparents raised him on a plantation. He came from affluence.
it was yeah, but that money was a lot of it was stolen. A lot of it was, he says, mob money. It was stolen.
His grandparents were still thieving.
Yeah, they had organized gangs that would steal. Absolutely. Nobody knew.
Did he feel like he got a bad rap in history, or is he satisfied with the lifetime of Jesse James portrayed as an outlaw?
Oh, he loves his life as Jesse James. He loves the mystery. He loves the legacy he left behind. And he hopes that he's an inspiration for all criminals and outlaws.
What was his favorite heist?
What was your favorite heist? He liked ripping jewelry right off the necks of women.
How many people does he reckon he killed as Jesse James?
At least a dozen.
And does he feel that was enough, or would he like to have killed more folk?
He enjoyed it.
What's one thing that he wished he could have changed besides the obvious Bob Ford shooting? But
He left children behind. He wishes that his children would have followed in his footsteps, right? He really liked what he did. And he's saying, I wish I would have taught them everything that I knew. But unfortunately, he didn't. He actually had a lot of children.
it says four, could have had some more. He married his first cousin, Zerelda Mims, and they might have had kids. He might have, I mean, he did a lot of traveling, a lot of robbing banks, a lot of robbing stagecoach, so he could have, done some
Uh,
highfalutin celebrating.
right, highfalutin celebrating. That's so funny. He has a lot of children darted and dotted around the place, that he really didn't know about until he got into spirit, and he was like, "Oh, those are my kids." He had more like 20 children.
And so let's talk about that journey into spirit. You are dead and you lose your conscious mind. Do you get the weight of all the people that you've killed? Does it come at you like an oppressive force, or describe that event?
Ooh, when you died, what did that feel like? Well, it's like, well, I'm gone. And he went up the tunnel into the spirit world. He had no idea what to expect when he got there. And then when he got there, he actually met some of the people that he killed, right? And I'm saying, what happened? But it's all an understanding that this is just a role play here on the earth plane, right? And that it's, oh yeah, you did it, we did it together. It was almost like a celebration. I mean, that's what they were here to do. They were, those are the roles and characters, he says, that we played, and we played our parts well. Did you feel any, like, did you get judged for killing people? No, he only judged himself. He wishes that, in hindsight, he says, I wish I wouldn't have killed so many, because a lot of them did not deserve to be killed.
How many human incarnations did he have before he became Jesse James?
Not that many, only about 100.
And when he's evolved 100 over a long time, so there seems to be a pattern of a long time before coming back in Jesse James's incarnations. What's he doing in that in between time?
He's just waiting for the optimum time to come down. He likes to time things very well, right? He likes lifetimes of excitement and adventure. And so he had lifetimes where he was on pirate ships and he was an explorer. He quite liked that. He says, "Oh, all the other stuff," he says, That wasn't any good. So just sort of coming down, being enslaved by, in the Middle East, and going through that, the birth of Christianity. He wasn't interested in that. He likes adventure.
So when he's recalling those past lifetimes and those past human incarnations, what is he indexing to get those memories?
But what are you indexing to get those memories? How he felt at the point of adventure and how exhilarating it was, especially when you committed a crime and you got away with it. It's like a high. He's chasing the highs.
And so are all of his past lives tied to memories or feelings or emotions?
Are all of your past life memories tied to feelings and emotions? Mostly, yes. I mean, that's what we carry with us into the spirit world. All the irrelevant stuff is, it doesn't matter. It's about how we felt about particular situations, people, places, journeys, adventures. Yeah, that's what we carry. Those are the soul collections, the soul memory that we carry with us.
What lessons did he learn from those memories?
How he was addicted to adventure, adrenaline, and and the chase, the thrill.
Is there a
Uh,
threshold of people that you have to make amends with in the next lifetime?
he has a lot of karmic debt, but he doesn't seem to be worried about it. Most of us are. Um,
Does he feel like he did enough in his lifetime as Jesse James or the subsequent four lifetimes?
do you feel like you did enough in your? No, he wanted to do a lot more robbing. He really is sort of anti-establishment, anti that's really, anti-government, anti banking, anti money hoarding. He really is anti all of those things because he says those people control and have power over us, and I wanted to show them how quickly their power can be stripped from them. They're putting too much value onto money as a power, as an energetic power, when it can easily be taken from them. And that's a real life lesson that he was bringing to these people. Wow, now your stuff is gone. Now what are you going to do? You're not so powerful as you thought you were. Now you're nothing. Now you're like everybody else.
How long is it after you die and you get in the spirit world that the weight of all your other lifetimes or the memory of all your other lifetimes are able to come back through to you?
How long after you enter the spirit world upon death to all your immediately immediately you remember exactly who you are.
How is that hidden when you're alive?
How is that hidden? It's through the mind wipe, the brain, the consciousness.
How many times can your consciousness be wiped before it starts to cause permanent damage?
Ooh, how many times can your consciousness be wiped before it starts to cause permanent damage? A zillion. As it's infinite. Has anybody ever been damaged through the mind wipe? No. That was a good question.
Thank you. Does he feel like his next lifetime will be? Is he in spirit now or is he in reality now, down with us?
He's in spirit.
When's his next incarnation rolling around?
I feel like he's coming back in the next couple of years.
What's the next game plan?
Foster care. So he wants to be ripped away from his drug addicted parents, put into foster care, multiple foster homes. And so that'll toughen him up. And then here we go again, a life of crime.
That
Will you
seems
get caught?
traumatic. And
I
yet,
know. I
when
know he does.
you've got anything you can design, are there parameters that you must meet that you have to fit into? Or do you need to have that trauma in your next incarnation? Like, can we just say, back the train up for a minute?
Wow. It's what he knows. It's what he knows how to do best. And that, souls go with what they know, right? So they're not given instructions. They just do what they know, what they're comfortable with. And this is where he's comfortable. Will you get caught? Yes, he will get caught and he will be sent to prison for life.
Is there no way we can talk you out of this life of crime, Jesse James?
He's saying, yeah, you can do some CTT on me to make me change my ways.
All right, we'll work on that later. But what's broken in his soul path that won't allow him to have a flourishing, helpful, awakened, beautiful life?
There's no adventure in that. He's a thrill seeker.
You could jump off mountains.
Right. He could, yeah, right. He could do like rock climbing or
Yeah,
or
we can think
sailing
of some ideas.
solo or something, embark on some adventure like climbing Mount Everest or don't you want to do those things? He goes, no, that's boring. He goes, I like the emotional experience of bringing trauma to others.
What do you want to tell us about misconceptions we have about the afterlife?
It's all smoke and mirrors.
You're part of the smoke now, Jesse James. Good luck your next time around. And Liz, any other questions for the late great Jesse James?
Yeah, where's the treasure?
Well, we'll ask him that after the show. You can
I
tell
know,
us and lead us right there.
everybody. That's what everybody's going to write in the YouTube comment. Where is it, Liz? Where is it? I think you and I are onto something. When Epstein buried all that evidence, we know where that evidence is, and we put that out on a video. Which, by the way, that video is like long gone. It bit the dust a while ago when those channels were taken down. But uh, is it is it scattered the treasure? No, he had a really good hiding spot, and he put all of his jewels, money, gold, whatever there is in there, telescopes, even microscopes, equipment, supplies. It's all there. Is it still in good nick? Is it still in good? Is it good condition? I don't think the money is in really good condition, but certainly the gold and the silver and all of that is in good condition. And where did you hide it? Is it in the South? No, not necessarily in the South. So you and I will continue this discussion off air.
Thank you
And
so much, everybody. Drive safely and
yeah,
see the new
if we
sunglasses.
find it and you don't hear any more videos from us and you suddenly see us on the news, well, then we've hit the big time. We found his treasure.
Thanks, Jesse James. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. This was fun.